Welcome to Truths, Proofs, and Firewater Reviews. I'm Lindsey and this is John, risking his liver to discover new whiskeys. We base our reviews on a 25-point scale, 5 points on the nose, 10 on the palate, 5 on the finish, and 5 points combined for the bottle and color of the juice. Now on to the review.
All right. Blind review. I'll go first. We're both recording one today. I get cinnamon red hots right away. The
Interesting.
candies.
Yeah. The ones that Maddie puts 806 of on our Christmas candy
Yeah,
cookies, and then
those.
we can't eat them. Yeah.
A little bit of caramel. And a little alcohol, though it doesn't seem proofy. The caramel is like one of those soft chew caramel squares. It's not super
Like a
super
vanilla
sweet.
caramel.
Yeah, the vanilla caramels. But the nose, yeah, the star of the nose is definitely the cinnamon and the caramel.
Okay.
I get a little bit of grape also,
It's interesting.
and a little mint. That one kind of sticks out in this with everything else. It's not bad, but it's not great.
Okay. What'd you give it?
I feel it's a little oaky though. It has a nice aged oak smell. I gave it a 3 out of 5.
Okay. Fair.
Now the palate has a ton of spice up front. Some rye in the back. I was debating if it was a rye or not because it does have a ton of spice and rye. It's mostly peppery with a very slight cinnamon. It's not as cinnamony as the smell said. It goes away pretty fast. I was debating on if this should go in the finish, but it's kind of on the palate too. It's a ton of spice, and then it fades to a sweet, creamy vanilla.
Interesting.
And it has a little woodiness, but it's about as simple as the nose is. And that mintiness does come through, and it does have quite a bit of rye taste in the back. Still debating if it was a rye or not. That one's tough. If it's a rye, it's one of the lower rye, high corn ryes, but I actually gonna change my score because it tastes better than when I was.
Let it air out a little bit.
It's much sweeter for some reason. But it's still not great. It's just it's decent. Alright, so 7 out of 10 on the palate. It's good. I was debating on 6 or 7 the whole time. I'm gonna up it back up to that 7 just because more of the sweetness has come out with some
Why
time
would
of
you
airing.
give it a 6? Just 'cause
I wanted it to be sweeter.
Okay. So now that it is a little bit sweeter?
I wanted it to be sweeter earlier.
Okay.
On this one, I'll segue into the finish. It is very sweet on the finish, but it's kind of a medium finish, so it doesn't last long. So that's why I wanted it more on the palate.
Okay.
I wanted maybe some more. I wanted caramel on the palate just to make it pop. Along with that, it does have a nice amount of wood on it too on the palate, but the finish, it has that pepperiness that fades to that vanilla, that creamy vanilla sweetness, and then as the pepperiness goes away, you get that caramel.
Okay.
And it lasts for a short time. It's a medium finish. It's not a high proof whiskey. It's a little bitter in the back end. And that mintiness stays around the longest. I can feel that after. I haven't had a sip in like 2 minutes. I can still feel that minty aftertaste in there. That's kind of weird.
That is weird.
And the mouthfeel is somewhat thin, but I do like the finish, so I gave it a 3.75.
Okay. How about the look?
It's like a golden wheat. It's like a field of wheat
Yeah.
on a bright sunny day.
It's got a lot of beads. Like, it's got a lot of
The
beaded
legs
up.
look nice.
Yeah.
A
The
lot of
are
legs.
nice. It beads up really nice too.
Yeah, I like the look, so I gave that 1.75.
Okay. Ideas?
I was still debating on that rye, but I don't think it is.
It's a high
Definitely
rye.
a higher rye.
It's a high rye.
I have 80 to 90 proof. I'm kind of leaning towards the lower end of that.
You're wrong.
Always.
It's 90.4.
Okay, it's barely out of my top range.
John hasn't messed with Belle Meade in a while. My brother picked this bottle up for us about a year ago, a little less than a year ago.
It was in summer, because I remember when we took it to Bud, it was hot, and the bottle was hot when we opened it.
Oh, yeah.
It was dead of summer, like July, August.
So 6 months ago.
I liked it a little bit better when it was open, when I just opened it. It's faded a little bit. It's still not bad. This one is like $50 to $60 here in Michigan. We just got that here.
Yeah.
I would more want to pay 30 to 40 on that.
I think that's what we paid, wasn't it?
We paid 50.
Oh, we did.
From Chicago.
Yeah. My brother picked this up for us when he was in Chicago with his wife, but we just started getting this in Michigan, and we were super excited because we want to try the other ones. However, we haven't grabbed any of those yet.
Cast strength, sherry, XO, the cognac.
I really like the little story on the back of this.
Can I read the bottle and get the score over with her?
Sure.
You're rushing me, though, on the nose
sorry.
and everything. I'm going to give the bottle a 1.75. It's kind of plain, kind of looks like it belongs in, like, early 2000s or late 90s, just with, like, the color scheme and everything. But the way the shape of the bottle kind of looks like Old Forester's bottle.
Yeah.
Single barrel. But the label and everything kind of makes it stand out. Everything it is, you look at it and you'll know what it is on the shelf. It doesn't blend in. I give it 1.75, which gotta add up my scores now.
Can't do math.
That'd be a 68, right?
Yeah.
Which is lower than I want it to be. I do like it. If I would have rated it in the summer when I first got it, maybe mid 70s. It was a good one. It is a spicy. It is very spicy. And I do know a little bit about it because it is made by Greenbrier Distillery, Nelson's Greenbrier. They don't make this. They source it for this one. And it comes from MGP. And I know it has some age. It's like 6 to 8. So compared to like some other MGP that I've had, it does remind me of Coppercraft. The taste is similar to that, but Coppercraft is a little bit darker and stronger. Wasn't that like 100 proof? Or
Something
98?
like that. 98 or 97, I think. Okay, can I read the story now?
Yeah, can you keep the bottle out of my face?
So it says on the back, Belle Meade is a pre-Prohibition brand originally introduced by Charles Nelson's Greenbrier Distillery, which shut down due to Prohibition. Charles Nelson's descendants have proudly resurrected the family business with the reintroduction of this venerable, I think, brand. Our classic Belle Meade bourbon is a high rye proprietary blend of 4 barrels per batch, ranging in age from 6 to 8 years, so you're right with that.
I knew that.
Never chill filtered, and at 90.4 proof, this bourbon reaches a sweet spot that balances the rich, spicy flavor and delivers a depth of character unlike any other that you've ever tasted. Charles Nelson built his reputation on quality and craftsmanship, a tradition the Nelson family carries on today. So John found the mash bill, and it was 64% corn, 30% rye, and 6% malted barley.
About, not exact.
Ish.
MGP has 2 different high rye mash bills, so it's kind of, I think it's like the average of those.
Okay.
Definitely high rye. That is crazy.
Yeah, it's got that spice on it.
And they say this bourbon reaches a sweet spot, and it definitely does, but it's on the finish with a short finish. Wish it was more up front, but with that rye, it might overtake it a little bit at first. For the depth, I do agree that it was way more depth when I first opened it. It's definitely lost some character to it. So I'll be killing it soon and hopefully getting a new bottle.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to pay Michigan prices though. But
We'll
Nelson's Greenbrier is out of Tennessee. I'm not sure if they plan on doing their own distillate for this brand, but
maybe eventually.
I do want to try others, and it's decent. I'd highly recommend buying one at around 40.
Yeah, trying it out. It is definitely a good bottle to have, but kill it quickly.
Within a couple months.
You know, or a night or two.
So that wraps up this review. Leave a comment if you have tried this whiskey and let us know what you thought. Please like and share us to social media, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to leave a suggestion for our next review. Thanks for watching.